like subtitles.
No, I love it. I love subtitles. I think that people that don't love subtitles,
What's wrong with these people?
I think they need to be priced out of the dating pool. They need to be natural selection.
What is wrong? Why can't I can't read and watch? Why not? They're both right there. Look at what they say, and then look at the screen and see what they face say. It is not that hard.
It's not hard at all. It's just like if you can. Can you walk and chew gum at the same time? Like, I don't understand how this is a difficult task to read. Because it's not even like it's different things. It's the same thing. You're hearing and reading the same thing.
I kind of feel like the subtitles are extra information because it's like you know how you get those script notes where it's like a book fell or and I might not have known what that sound was, but when I see that little asterisk and it lets me know, it gives me the context to let me know why why'd you throw my book? And I'm like, oh, okay, because the book fell.
Right.
I don't know. I sometimes just watch TV like a person in the 40s would just listen to radio.
I didn't say
I'll watch Family Guy and I'll just be like doing my stretches. I'll just lay on the floor kind of shit too.
This is so true. This is so related. I think this is like a very universal male millennial experience.
Really?
Because this is what I do every evening. I go to a website that has like a bootleg MLB whatever their thing is. Where you have to ordinarily pay for it.
Way.
I go to this website. They're hosted offshore, somewhere in the Cayman Islands, probably.
Some link on Reddit.
Yeah, they do, and I can just watch
someone with very little taxes.
Literally, yeah. Somebody trying to pay their taxes, and also provide me with Braves coverage in Los Angeles. And so I go and I watch, but I listen to the game the same way a guy in the 20s would or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm all like folding clothes, like, all right, the Braves are up by 2. Like
somebody squads you like.
Right, exactly right. I'm jumping around in an empty room.
People just think you're fucking crazy. You just get so worked up every night. I don't know what it is.
Bro, I'm jumping up doing that little leprechaun kick with my heels and shit. Like,
click the heels.
Oh golly, I'm doing this. Like,
so I have to ask you, John. And John's our guest today, guys.
Hold on. Can I reintroduce the episode? Hey, what's up, guys? We got right back into it because that's just how we do around here. But my name's Luke Kane. We are kicking it today. We have a new guest. It's John Hollis.
John Hollis.
Hey,
I'm here with my co-host. I'm trying to get through this introduction really fucking fast because we were on a good one. So let's just get right back into it.
John. When you watch sports movies, are you watching to see how good the players are? Like how realistic they play? Like, nobody in the NFL would do that dumb shit. Or like when I watch basketball shows and movies, I'm like, come on now. He was on this side of the court. In the new Fresh Prince, because the Fresh Prince was nice at basketball. In the new Bel Air, they had him playing basketball. And this kid jumped from the free throw line. In the first animation, he did this. And then in the second shot, he did a 360. So I was like, this kid's like 5'11" at best. There's no way. The real Will Smith was 6'4". This motherfucker cannot do this shit. Like when I watch sports shit, I'm looking out for this shit. I want to know, do you care at all that they're good or not?
No, honestly, what I look for is the inverse. What I like to see is how shitty are these players. I want to see how horrible. Because the thing is, it's like what so many sports movies try to do is get you to like really empathize with the protagonist because they want you to like really root hard for them when they get the big win at the end. But the problem is when they make the antagonist so fucking dumb. Think about the movie Air Bud. Even though it's a kids movie, the premise is still that dogs are better than humans at basketball. What happens when a Greyhound and LeBron James get into a half court? You're like, who's going to win the horse game?
Well, it depends. Is it like, we're calling fouls? Because I feel like a Greyhound might fuck up LeBron's ankle or some shit and then go for... Then he just wins by forfeit at that point.
Then he gets to go to the free throw line every time that happens. And his free throw percentage is pretty good, so he'd be set.
He might do it, huh?
Hell, I think he'd be
LeBron is fucking a Greyhound up.
Okay, what about a position game? Like we have to play
LeBron is built like Kratos, though.
That's true. He is. I literally play him as a fucking video game character.
Right.
On multiverses. Have you heard
The fact that there's a video game out there where LeBron James can fist fight the Iron Giant, and it's just that's the game.
And the way you beat him up is like you just be hooping him up, bro. So you hit him with this one, be around the back, and when you come back around, the ball smacks him, and then you lay him up, and then they get tossed up in the air, and then you just slam dunk their asses.
That's my love-hate relationship with video game fight characters. The character with the projectile. You love to use them, but you hate going against them. Or what is it? Street Fighter, the guy he had the long arms. He could stretch his arms. Yeah. Then you got Mortal Kombat. Fucking get over here.
Yeah, that's
anybody with the projectile. I'm like, yo, that's all you fucking use. Throw your hands up.
That's all you do all day, bro.
I be getting so cheap. I be feeling so cheated. I just completely lose the plot. It's like, yo, that's cheating. That's illegal. Like, what U.S. law has to do with Super Smash Bros? I'm like, yo, that's not legal. That's not legal. I'm just yelling shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's like picking Mike Vick and Madden 07.
Right.
Yeah. 99 every time.
Exactly.
King stock.
Quarterback sneak every play.
Didn't see that coming.
Dude, that reminds me of like what we were talking about earlier. Madden is like the last game I think I ever like fought somebody over.
Really?
Actual physical. Dude, yeah, my brothers, like my older brother was just a dick with it. I feel like everyone who had an older brother.
And I wonder if they're like that in the board meeting. Like, how can we get them to fight more? Because like there's certain things they do in the game.
Yeah.
That it's the replays.
Yeah, and the disrespect.
Yeah.
And if one person doesn't want to skip it, everyone has to watch it. Like, yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
look what I just did. And look at you right there. Look.
If you get hit, your controller shakes. You're like, you know what? I'll fuck you up. You make my controller shake.
I think there's a deliberate scheme of playing obsolescence in Madden games where they deliberately make little like fuck ups and glitches. They leave it in there because think about it, this is the same game they've been making for 30 years. You would think they would have had the creases ironed out after ironing for 30 years, but there's still creases in there because they. Okay, I'm gonna go further with that analogy. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? EA are pieces of shit. They are sinners in the hands of an angry God. And one day, the hand of whoever is running EA will attempt to touch gold, and it will turn scalding hot due to the hellish nature of his sinful hand. If you work at EA, I want you to know salvation is not coming for you. If you work at EA, it's over. You can try to. This is what a lot of people do. They do what I call panic churching, where they go to church in a panic after being a piece of shit their whole life.
Oh yeah.
How do y'all feel about in these games? Like
you're done.
You can pay to be good.
I fucking hate that, bro. I don't play
so
GTA anymore for that specific reason.
Oh my god!
Every time I play online,
I don't really understand. So can you explain this to me? What it is to pay to be good?
So there's two.
Like I understand maybe in 2K you can pay to put your stats on a 90.99. I get that, but that's just like that's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Like the whole point of the game is to get better. So how do you like pay to get good?
So sometimes you can do that. You can just buy skills that just overpower you, and sometimes you can just, if particularly on GTA, you can buy a Back to the Future card strapped with heat-seeking missiles that lock on to every enemy on the map. And you can just shit on them from above, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got into it way late because a couple years ago I had a girlfriend that wanted me to buy the game, so I bought it. And we went online, and it's just every second of every minute was just heat-seeking missiles being fired at me. I don't even have like a jacket. Like my character's wearing a white. My character's got on a white beater, and his skin's just getting blown off every second. Those are in the game, and they have to acknowledge it. This is so crazy too. Because I want to ask you, but if you haven't tried this, because I found out that they have a mode that is because of how severe this problem is. There's a mode where you literally can just make it so that no character can perceive you because it's so bad that they have to give you the option to just become invisible.
You gotta pay the black market guy to make you like off the map. You can be off the radar for 5 minutes, so you can go do your dirt, whatever missions you have to accomplish in those 5 minutes, and when that shit's up, you're back on the map, and fools can just shit on you from above again and steal all your loot.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough in these streets, man.
The only
These Los Santos
experience,
streets.
the only experience I have with this is I play Monopoly online.
Oh, yeah.
And you can choose to buy a better piece. You can buy, different tokens that mean something to you, a piece of pizza, a 4-leaf clover, whatever it is. You can get them gold, bronze, or whatever. And I noticed that the people who have the gold, like Dracula piece or the Lion King piece, they get the best rolls. They're rolling 2 doubles every time.
Damn,
and they're never going to jail. I'm like, yo, you fucking pay to play, cheating ass, bitch ass niggas.
White privilege.
Right.
You can get whatever house you want and never go to jail, though? How'd you do that?
I feel good as fuck beating those motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude, same. My favorite, dude. Okay, there's a thing called stream sniping, and it's basically if a lot of times like there's competitive games like Apex Legends.
So what would you call that genre of game? Just a free world shooter, or a first person shooter?
It's a first person shooter, but it's also a battle royale.
Oh, okay, all right.
And so there's people that get really good, and they created the perfect like toxic fucking culture for the game that's gonna keep people playing. It's like if you're good,
Yeah.
they give you the dopest shit, bro. Like you look like fucking Jay-Z while you're shooting people. And shit.
Right. Not even, bro. Like Fortnite, like they had like Goku, Rick from Rick and Morty. Like pretty soon they're gonna have like Ruth Bader Ginsburg and like fucking like they're gonna have like Predator and like the shark from Jaws. Like
Yeah, man. And so
Michael Jackson.
right, exactly. Right.
we all did the same.
We all did the same.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, great minds think alike. This is Luke Kane kicking it.
Yo, facts. Oh man. Okay, I just want to say this last thing, and then I want to I want you to be able to introduce yourself a little bit more and talk about yourself, because we didn't just get you here to just riff and bullshit. I mean, we did, but you also got to plug yourself, But yeah, so this game Apex, they created a perfect toxic environment because they give you the flyest shit. It's to the point where people will go and look for the hottest people that are streaming that like have the highest points and shit, and they'll try to take them out like as a trophy and shit. So there's this whole section of Twitch of just people like it's a horror game, bro. They just drop down and they immediately just gotta run away from the whole map, and they turn around and you see like a bunch of just people.
So you guys play on the microphone.
Yeah.
Is this a compliment? Are you a YouTuber?
Nah, that's kind of a diss.
It's a diss?
It's a sneak diss.
Oh.
It's like you're full of yourself.
Yeah, like if or like if you're like whooping ass, they'll like try to be like, oh yeah, you must be like a streamer, like all day, playing all day.
It's like, this is
like,
all you do.
Yeah.
Why don't you get some pussy?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, we're playing the same game.
That goes way back, because if somebody's busting my ass at 2K, I'm like, because all you do is play this game.
Yeah, facts.
You don't want to play on the real court.
You don't want to see me in real life.
Exactly. But then if I kill him, it's like, yeah, that's right, pussy. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't nothing.
That's hilarious. Yeah, but John, man, tell the people about yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm Jonathon Hollis. I'm a comedian. I'm a voice actor. I do radio as well. And I also do a little bit of writing too. Me and Sean are working on some exciting projects. And I don't know how much of that he wants to reveal, so I'll stop right there with that.
Well, I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
First, I want to give you kudos and flowers, because your show has been running continuously for over a year now, right?
What show?
The Good Vibes Life.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. They have been going for over a year strong. I'm super proud to hear that. I want to ask you, like, if you can break down some inside baseball, what are 2 joys that you get, and 2 like, damn, I didn't know that, or 2 learning lessons, or 2 humps to get over that you had to learn in this year of consistently throwing your own event? Because I know that shit is like being on presidential campaign, motherfucker. You got that shit is a lot.
Yeah, no, and that's a great way to describe it. I think that it is less stressful, because I think that most people hate politicians, and I think a lot of people like to laugh. And so that definitely helps us out a lot. What I will say is this, yes, we've been running the Good Vibes mic, which you can follow on Instagram at Good Vibes Comedy Show. That's what the ad is. Yeah, so basically, we run a mic and a show. Our next show is going to be on September 10th, so be on the lookout for that. But anyway, but I'll alternate. So one great thing that happened from us running this mic, and so if you're not in the comedy, open mic is where anyone who wants to do comedy or practice their comedy can come do 5 minutes and hang out. And so I had that going on in my front yard for a year. And one great thing was the serendipity of it, where you just completely unexpectedly, you will make new friends or new acquaintances or like meet new people. I met the guy, so there's a show called House Hunters International. Have y'all heard of this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they show these people, they're like, hey, I'm a butterfly collector. And the guy's like, I'm a NASA astronaut. Like,
and they buy a house.
right, they go buy a house in Sicily or something. The guy that was the producer for that show did a set on my mic, and I got to meet him. This guy, my mother is obsessed with this man's creation, and he has no idea. And he's just here like, hey, can I do the mic? It's the craziest experience. But it's so nice to like meet different people like that. That's why I think it's so important for us to like, stay social and like, obviously be responsible. Like, don't go to like a phone party because that shit's crazy. But like, be reasonable. Like, hey, be social.
Yeah, I'm not going to any pool parties unless I know where everyone's been.
Right.
I see people. I used to get like FOMO, bro. I would see people's stories and they'd be out like in Vegas at a pool or like at some fucking swim thing and at the beach. Now I'm like, y'all gonna get monkeypox, bro. Like, I'm good. I'm chilling, bro.
I've heard so many stories of unfortunate things happening after they leave Vegas. So many stories. People not friends anymore.
I want to come back because I just had a weekend in Vegas. I got a story to tell, but I want you to finish what you're saying first.
For sure. Yes, that's one positive. Another positive is that it helps you kind of build consistency with your work ethic. Like the number of Sundays that I didn't want to host it, that I had to just get out of bed and host it for, that was really valuable to me too. Forcing myself out of my comfort zone, forcing myself to admit that I'm not really that tired and I should probably just fucking just do it. And when I was in the midst of it, I felt great.
Yeah. Then you're like, damn, I wasn't even, what the fuck? Why was I
Right, exactly.
I think also having like a bunch of comics that like we treat stage time like fucking crackheads. Like,
yes.
You were like on Sunday, like gotta get up and feed the birds today.
They're gonna be outside. Hey, John, you got any of that? All they have to do is just stand on the platform. But without you saying it's okay, it's like, John, you got any of that?
The neighbors start yelling. They turn against them. You guys like it though, right? Not when John's not here.
Okay. Those are the two positives. And I do like both of those. Like the fact that you not only, like, they say you got to turn every stone to get opportunity, but you literally created your own stone to turn. And that's how you run into the producer that came to the show. That's how people get to come to your house, and now that's a stone for them to turn. So I see how those are two great positives. What are the negatives? Give me the tea. Give me the piping hot tea. This is the clip right here. It's like,
oh yeah, get ready. If you're, I'm just gonna do. If you're editing this on your phone's video editor, I'm just gonna. All right, so this is that's that mark where you start. All right, so basically,
what do you hate?
What I fucking hate about the mic. One thing. This is an issue, and I'm gonna keep this intentionally a little bit vague because this does involve real people. This is a real.
No, you don't gotta say no names.
Okay,
you don't gotta say no names. I want to, but you don't got to.
I'll say names of the people that would have considered to be in the story, aka just me. But yeah, basically, so I'm running this way.
I'm gonna give a Key and Peele translation. You can
if you want. I'll tell you if it's accurate. But this is what happened. So earlier this year, and this was like I think maybe February or something. I couldn't do the mic because I was with my girlfriend that whole day, hanging out with her family, and so it was just Justin running it. And then I get a message from Justin on Instagram after the mic, and he says, "Oh, you might want to see this."
Storm in the Capitol.
You never when you leave your carte blanche, your second in command, and then you get to just you be like, oh God. Oh God!
Right, and that is so. And to clarify, me and the guy that run the mic, we are equals, but that emotion, the emotion is still there because I'm like, oh man, because it's also like this mic is happening to me at my house. I'm really signing my name on this thing, and so so basically, so what the message is that a woman that went to our mic. She, as what happens often in Los Angeles open mics, she happened to be the only girl there. This is an unfortunate thing that there's not more women in comedy, but that's just, I guess, how things shook out that particular day. It happens. And so, but she posted like a picture of the mic, not of like anyone's face, but just kind of like a picture of like the yard. And it was like, she captured something like wow, all white male mic, disappointing, like sad face. And it was like, so me and the guy who runs the mic with me, we were kind of like, I feel like that's not fair to us and just be
Definitely
like,
not.
Yeah, because y'all are a black-owned business.
Right, exactly, right. We're two black men running this thing.
They're not going to Flashback. They're not going to Bert's back room. They're not going to any of those spots and saying, hey, the lineup isn't whatever here.
Right.
Like, bring some of your friends if you want more diversity, color, female, women, whatever. Like,
and that's
whatever pronoun or substance you want there, bring it.
And that's the reason. And the reason why that irks me is because of the fact that we make it like it's very, very clear, like abundantly clear that this is an inclusive mic. The mic is a safe space. You can be anything as long as you're not a piece of shit.
From
that's
going
the
to
rule.
the mic, I feel like, and I know comedians, I feel like the gentlemen that are there, if there is a lady present, try to tone it down a little bit.
Right.
They try to be,
Right.
they don't go, yeah, they're not shit in their mouth. This is like, they say that for me. But
afterwards.
no, I don't want the shit in the mouth. They just let me say it on stage. But
Which is kind of the problem,
yeah, it is the problem. But I'm saying that like the gentlemen that are there, they seem to be welcoming to anybody who comes in there.
And I'm glad. And that makes me feel really good that like you felt that welcoming vibe, because that's what the name is, Good Vibes Mike. And so when someone's like trying to attach us to the fact that it's just a slotted. Like anyone gets signed up for the slotted. It sucks that it was like pretty much all white dudes apparently. But
hey, but they be on their fucking phones and be on slotted, bro.
Right. It's like that's how. Like we did the mic yesterday, and we had like black and Latino people and women. It was like. It's sometimes some weeks for this, some weeks for that. Anyways, yeah. So like I said, I'm glad that y'all agree with me that like it wasn't fair to kind of like attach that to us when like we didn't want that to happen, and like we are black people running this mic,
Yeah, no facts. I do feel comfortable at your show. It's my favorite place to go and buy every Sunday.
Appreciate it.
I go and try the risky shit, and then everyone's like, "We got you," and at some point, I'm like. I lose them, and I'm like, man.
I agree with you, Lou. A good bomb at the beginning of the week, it sets the tone for the week. You're like, all right.
Life ain't so serious.
Yeah. Let me go out here,
That's what's up.
Let me go out here and kick some ass real quick.
Because the shit that I was talking about at your mic, like I had tried it once before at another mic, and it did pretty well. But also, I had to actually break up with my girlfriend right after that fucking set. So, like, all the self-deprecating shit, everyone just thought I wanted to kill myself.
How often do you see that at the mic? Somebody preparing for their emotional, duress or how often do you see somebody like, hey, I wish I could give you my therapist's info?
No, I would say at least every other mic. There would be somebody. And the thing is, like, I laugh in, like, empathy. Right now, like, I'm smiling when I talk about it because, like, I've also been, like, really, really, severely depressed and, like, really down in the dumps before in life, really in a bad place. So it's like, I feel empathy towards them, but it's also like, one of the things about being a comedian is that you have to learn to refine that. It's almost like you're sharpening a stick. You have to learn to really like refine and make and really learn how to make a point, in both examples, you have to really learn how to develop that point. Because if you go on stage and talk about, I don't know, like something like suicide, or you talk about something like, it's like you can't.
The punchline has to be.
It has to be there. Oh my God, does it have to be? Because if you go up there and talk about that and it's not funny, it's just going to be the most silent silence you've ever heard.
Mm. I get that because, like, while you say you can laugh with a smile of empathy,
right?
Like, those jokes that do work, the audience is like, I've been there.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Right.
And that collective, hey, we've all been there, is something to laugh and smile about. Because it's like, yo, I'm not there no more. It's like, or even if you are there, it's like, okay, other people have been here. I'll make it. I'll get by.
Word.
And I love that. And I want to ask y'all about this too. So like, because I feel like on that note, I feel like the comedians that I, as a comedian, really got into were ones that I connected with on some emotional level, where like there was something about what they were talking about that really resonated with me. Like when I was a teenager, my favorite comedian was Bill Burr, and it still is. And because I felt like when he would talk, he would address things that were rooted in men's issues, like men's insecurities, or like, things that pertain to men, what it's like when, like the aspects of toxic masculinity that hurt us as well. And so, he packages it in a very crass package, but that's okay, because the message is still there. So I feel like that's somebody that really connected with me, and that I feel like his material connected, you know what I mean? Like, who do you feel like was somebody that?
I really, and like, the person that comes to mind right off bat that I connect with emotionally is Corey Holcomb. And a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth about Corey. I think he's one of the legends. But like the reason why I fuck with this guy so much is there are a lot of people whose identity is I'm so great. I'm so great at whatever that may be. And that's not necessarily how I feel as a person. I don't lack confidence or lack self-respect or lack self-love. I just have self-awareness to be like, yo, I ain't all that, but I'm getting better. And I feel like that's something that Corey portrays a lot, very honestly and very brutally. He's like, listen, I know I'm a piece of shit. I don't want to be like this, but I am. This happened to me. I'm a piece of shit. I try not to be a piece of shit all the time, but when I am, I am.
I've used that defense a few times.
I relate to that in a sense because if you're just saying it to just be a piece of shit, that's one thing. But if you're saying it and actually growing and being better, I respect that.
No word. Yeah, facts. An apology goes a long way, bro. It's shit, everything you learned in kindergarten still holds true, bro.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying? Keep your hands to yourself.
Oh my God.
Don't be a dick.
Learn how to share.
Learn how to apologize. Learn how to share.
You want to be the line leader.
Yeah. You got to be good if you want to be the leader, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Stop running.
Stop running.
Yeah, some people really have busted their legs up for running around these streets.
Yeah, scissors down, scissors face down.
Right, for real. Don't pour water in a grease fire. Some people didn't learn that.
Yeah, that was more like middle school once they finally give you a little responsibility.
Yeah.
Open a paper clip in the electric socket.
Here's a knife, but it's not that sharp.
If you cut your arm, but it keeps
Got butter knives. Yeah, no, that's so funny. I just realized the only knives I was ever handed as a child were butter knives. And even like in my teenage years, like my parents still didn't trust me. They would just hand me like butter knives to cut pizza. And then they'd be asking me why it's all uneven. And it's like, yeah, because you gave me a broken chainsaw.
Don't look like you spun it like a DJ.
Don't give him a real knife. There's something wrong with that boy.
For real. She's really like Starry Night. Like a horrible swirl up.
Like Van Gogh's ear.
Exactly. Like a Vander Holyfield here, bro. Like,
hilarious. Oh man. Speaking of which, all right, of all those like norms that you learn, I was gonna say gender norms because I'm so used to just like these past couple years like hearing that word, but I mean social norms.
I like gender norms.
Yeah,
I like social norms too.
Me too.
Okay.
But so of all these things,
I'll move on.
Yeah, it's called egalitarianism.
Yo, Hank Hill does have a chill life.
He does.
He does have a chill ass life.
Except the one time the gender norms did fuck him up was when he didn't want to ride bitch on the motorcycle. They went halves on a bike and they were gonna both ride across the country and he just drove the whole time. It's called riding bitch.
Oh, Peggy.
But yeah,
but yeah, again, that's another thing that I feel like would resonate with males. Is like I feel like Hank Hill processes a lot of that, like older generation's toxic masculinity in a way that we can really see. Because he's a nice guy,
innocent still.
Right?
Yeah,
Hank's a nice guy, but like just like how we are, like, we're all good guys. But it's like we have to contend with the world that's changing, and so
Facts.
yeah, so it's kind of like it's kind of like you empathize with him as he's struggling with it.
Facts. What I was trying to get at was like all these social norms. Have you ever like, as a comic, we get a lot of leeway to do shit and just be like, it was a joke. Have you ever wanted to do something and you're like, there's no way I can just be like, oh, I'm just joking. You know what I mean? I've always wanted, like, even at your mic, bro, like when we were talking about since it's at your house, like some concerns, I'm like, I kind of just want to walk out with like his Xbox or something and just hold it. And just pretend like
You
I'm
thought
like,
about that?
I really did. I just want to like hold it outside and just have Jonathan be like, yo, is this who gonna steal my fucking Xbox? But I'm just joking, bro. You know what I mean? But you can't explain that. You can't explain that away. Like, oh no, I just fucking stole your Xbox as a joke.
And I totally get what you mean by the social norms thing. In my young 20s, I used to enjoy breaking social norms.
I feel like same.
Now,
I thought you were going to say, I wanted to steal your Xbox.
Oh, no. The one example that I can think of, just being a waiter. That's your job. You work at a place. You're supposed to go to the table, be cheery, be happy. Hi. I didn't like that social norm. If I didn't want to smile, I didn't feel like I had to smile. So they'd be like, can you give us a smile? I'm like, no, I'm not your friend. I work here. And I know that that's breaking a social norm. Maybe at this age, I would just be like, yo, it's not worth it. Like, it's way less aggravating to just give them a smile.
I'm still going to talk my shit, bro.
But I would very much enjoy, like, no, it doesn't have to be that way. And that shit just gets you fucking kicked in the face.
Yeah, facts. You're like, it does, though. It fucking does, though.
I see some people be able to get away with it. And I hate it. Because I can't. I see some people be able to do, like, I call it bitch shit. And they just be like, everybody be like, oh, that's just him. And I'll be like,
technical term, yeah.
I'll be like, oh, what the fuck? And then I'll do it. And I'll be like, nope, you gotta let him do it. And then they're like, oh, but he's him. And I'll be like, nah, fuck that.
So I love this, though. This is really refreshing. So Sean is an instigator at work. And it's so I feel like you're the type to just be like, just go at the problem. And so
I don't know. And see, like, I am very much not afraid of confrontation. I welcome confrontation, but I don't know if it's instigation because just I would say it's just me trying to live in my own bubble. Because I remember another waiter job. I was working at IHOP, and I came in the morning, and I wanted to do something to spruce me up. So I wrote a motivational quote on the board. And the workers came and was, who the fuck wrote this dumb shit? And I was just like, damn. I was just trying to be a little uplifting.
The world made you cold, bro.
Because they let this old lady, they would let her write her Bible scriptures. So I wrote my little, a bad attitude.
That's not fair.
A bad attitude is like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere unless you change it.
That's
no. Stupid.
No,
it's stupid.
No, that's fire. Like, not it's a live, laugh, love bar.
Yeah.
But everyone there just had a bad attitude, and so they felt attacked. Man, I fucking changing, man. Fuck you.
Hey, if the shoe fits, lace it up, and they lace it the fuck up, and that's what gets me. That's what grinds my gears. You know what grinds my fucking gears.
Okay. Can either of you think of a time where breaking the social norm helped you? I think I can, but I'm sure it does help. But can either of y'all?
Man.
The only time it's helped me is when, like, it's that footloose moment where, like, I'm with some type of nerds and I'm like, hey guys, we could do hip hop too, or something like that.
It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
And the teacher's like, wow, Sean got the class together. It's never groundbreaking. It's just like, and then the next class I might try to do it. All right, we got enough of that social.
Get back to
one day
program.
No, I gotta be honest. I am such a social norm ass bitch. I get so scared. I'm just like, it's just like when you get bullied as a kid, you're like, I know, like if I just like stay in the lane, they can't merge on me. And so you just develop that like mindset. Like
if I don't fuck up,
right,
nobody's gonna fuck.
It's crazy. It's like you develop like a prey animal mindset, and it was so crazy because then I went to go see the movie Nope Oh wait, hold on. I don't want to spoil this movie.
Spoiler.
Fuck. Okay. Well, how about this? Skip to like 15 seconds later or 20 seconds later if you haven't seen
Spoiler
it.
alert! Spoiler alert!
Have y'all seen it?
I've seen it.
No, I haven't seen it. I don't care. I like when people tell me the movie because I know whether or not I want to fucking watch it.
So it's so interesting because I was like watching the movie. The movie's about like this alien creature that flies in the sky, and then Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer got to deal with it, and they have to deal, and basically they work on a farm, and their farm knowledge helps basically saves them in the end because they realize that it's a predator animal, and if you don't look it in the eye, it won't see your face and it won't see you as a threat. It won't want to attack you. Everyone that gets sucked up looks it in the eye, and so but it's interesting because when I was getting bullied, I was like. In my head, like when I was watching the movie, like I feel like that those instincts when I was getting bullied came up, and like I felt like my heart rate got faster. And I was also thinking ahead for the characters, and I was like, oh, this is how he could get out of this, or like this is how he could get out of that, or like he could like tell them this, or like I don't know. It was so interesting. I felt like that part of my brain was active again.
So hold on, because I seen another movie recently, and it sounds exactly like that.
Really?
Have you seen Prey?
Oh, is it similar to that?
Bro, it's the same
Interesting. I wanna
exact
see that.
fucking plotline. Okay, so did they act like they weren't a threat, so then they weren't perceived as a threat, and then they came back around and then bit him in the ass with it? Because he didn't
Pretty
perceive
much,
as a
yeah.
threat? Same fucking movie. Yo, I think they raced to like who's gonna get this Alien Predator movie out first.
But I love Nope so much more because I feel like Nope. Okay, the spoilers gonna continue, but I feel like Nope was like a movie where it was like it had other themes tied to it too as well. One thing that I love that they touched on, I want to hear about it because I feel like me and something we talk about politics a lot. We never talk about like animal issues or environmental issues. I love that it talked about how like we need to stop playing with these animals. Like we did like one of the core events in the movies that a chimp tears somebody's fucking face off. And so it's like we don't need like stop playing with chimps. They're not our friends. Yeah. They are very violent and like and those people that got gored from those bisons at Yellowstone this year, it was like record numbers because people keep like playing with these animals. We stop respect nature. Yeah.
Can I fuck both these movies up a little bit more for you?
Do it.
That was also a subplot of.
Oh
Prey.
my god!
It was So like the whole point is like they keep like the way that they
I think the phrase was you can't tame a beast, but you can break its spirit. Wasn't that in the movie?
Something like that. Yeah. All I know is this.
I think that's when you figure out
the plot. You motherfuckers use the same plot line on two different movies. Get it together, George Soros. This is the second time it's happened.
No, yeah,
that year they made the two movies about how the White House is going to get blown up. Remember that shit?
Oh,
like Olympus is falling,
and then there's another
White House down. Yeah, same fucking. You did it again, Soros. Get it the fuck together.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's when the producer sells the beat to two rappers.
Right.
Drops.
And then, like, Cardi stole it. Like, no, she bought it. The other guy bought it too.
The guy was just high when he fucking sold it to both of them.
Right, exactly. He just needed the $30.
Yeah,
He just needed
and then the extra 20 to take the tag off.
So what did it say? Scoopy rap shit.
No, you said something real interesting. I think that the reason why I'm seen like so confrontational, I am a look a motherfucker in the eyes ass nigga.
Yes, you
like,
are.
I am like, all right, what do you want it to be? And it's not even like I want beef, but it's like I want you to know that I am looking at you and I can see you, and I want you to see me. And a lot of times, I've had instances in my like early and mid 20s where I've been blackout drunk, and then my friends tell me, you just walked up to this nigga and told him, you gotta look a motherfucker in the eyes. And we had to grab you. Because it was like, why are you saying that? And I'll be like, I don't know why. That was just in my spirit at the time.
It was in my soul.
But you saying that is like a very, like, that brings the predator out of a person. I see that.
Yeah,
I see that.
I know
and I'll do that when I am trying to be the predator.
Right.
Like, yeah.
I did that one time. By the way, let me just say why I think Prey might be a little bit cooler.
Okay.
Grizzly bear just eats the fuck out of this predator for like 10 minutes.
Oh, what?
Predator, he's like invisible, but the animals can still like sniff him.
Yeah, you can smell him.
And so he's just like, swipes at the air.
Instinct.
Yeah, he swiped at the air, and then this one's just like, oh, hell no. So then now they're fighting, and then like the predator has his bear on the ropes, and the bear just fucking shuts down on it for like a couple minutes. And then he had to like shoot him. And I was like, you fucking cheater. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Fool came from another planet to hunt people with shit that they like they can't even comprehend.
Right.
Which is like kind of like a whole safari type thing.
Maybe it's a commentary on us as people, because like people do that too to other people and animals and stuff. So
exactly. That's what I was kind of getting.
Right.
Somebody was like, "Hey, stop fucking with animals."
What?
Have you ever been hunting?
I have been fishing before, but not hunting.
That's lightweight hunt. That's non-alcoholic hunting.
Is it really? It's the duels of hunting. I'm not ashamed of it, because
no, it's fun as fuck.
It feels, even though it is violent, it feels less violent.
Drink enough duels, you'll have a good time, bro.
Yeah.
Fishing is violent?
I mean, well, just the act of like hooking
them in the eye too.
Yeah, like so you're basically, they're gasping for air. Yeah, right. You're playing with them. You're not. This is just for like recreation. You don't even need to eat.
It's not even like you have. It's like I can go to the market.
Right. I'm gonna like stab your throat. Yeah, it's a whole
back.
Right.
Story to tell.
just to show my homies I would and shit.
Hey, you'll be all right. Chick dick scars. All right.
This one is huge. Look at this. All right, get the fuck out there. We're not gonna eat it.
Yes, and you're trying to take that picture. The dude is gasping for air, and he's like, "No, get the focus right. No, it's too overexposed. Take another.
Hurry up, he's gonna die."
I've never successfully fished, but I've been fishing.
Yeah, it's peaceful.
I never caught anything.
Yeah,
I went twice. Both times, deep sea fishing. So I was. My dad, for my birthday, just decided like, hey, this kid's into fishing. So we went I think it was 16, 17. I think he was
dads don't know. They don't realize kids are just being with their dad.
Yeah, facts. We could have done anything.
True.
But yeah, so we went deep sea fishing. One time didn't catch shit. It was like these fucking weekend warriors knew, I think they might have greased the guy on the boat or something. And so they would put all of us on one side of the boat, and the experienced fishers, so they're catching fucking 10-pounders and all this shit, filling the bag. They can't fish anymore. They already got their catch. Me and my dad, we caught 2 mackerel, had to throw them back because they're not good. And the next time, we just were we were hip, so we're fuck this side. With these guys over here. And we filled up the bag and we ate fish for a while, bro. It was pretty cool.
Nice. That's like a core memory right there.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
It's so funny. I had a bad fishing experience with my dad this one time. And this is a memory that I had been repressing for I think 10 or so years because it just now popped into my head. Here we go. Yeah, but so basically what happened was that we went fishing. And I think the fishing rod got jammed, which is a thing that happens sometimes. And it was just so fucking frustrating. I think me and my dad were frustrated too. I think we just driven down to Charleston or whatever that day, or Savannah, Georgia or whatever.
You gotta be early as fuck for some reason. The fish are on senior time.
And also in Georgia, it's hot and humid as shit. We're exhausted. Our mom's been telling us to turn on the radio all day. Yeah, and so it's we're frustrated. So at one point he's like, it got so our argument. We spun off into this argument that got so dramatic. I'll never forget this. My dad looked me in the eyes and said, what do you say? He's just if you don't stop talking like this, I will never get you anything ever again. when he said that, I shut the fuck up.
And you believe them.
No, I'm not even gonna check if that's a bomb. I can't play that game, man. I don't even know if that gun is real or not. I'm just gonna.
I'll never get you anything ever.
No, he just got caught up in the moment. My dad is a super mellow, extremely nice guy. He really does not. He's never said anything like that before or since. But it did happen. So,
really?
Memory.
That's him wilding?
Yeah, I just unearthed that memory. Yeah, it's I think
were you guys out on the ocean at this time?
We were
in the car.
We were at a dock. So my mom, and my sister, they're off at some shrimp shack.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all getting
there's a gray area. When you're doing a certain thing with a dad or an older gentleman, it's hey, in this space, we're men. We're equals.
Oh yeah.
You're part of the men. When we leave here, you know, it goes back to normal. But in the barbershop or in the, hey, you're one of the men. So I'm going to treat you accordingly. I was wondering if that's the dynamic right there. It's just like, we about to go fishing. You can curse only when we're fishing.
Yeah. You have one beer.
Right, yeah.
One beer.
We developed that after I turned 18, but before then it was definitely like, you know, him just like, because I was also like a rebellious kid because, you know, I had all these new age ideas, but, you know, they were raised by these like old school Southerners, so, and there was like, this clash because I would like question the rules. And my dad, he only admitted this to me when I was like 23. I was like out of the house when he finally admitted to me that I was right in like half of those arguments. But but the problem, he couldn't give in. He couldn't let me win because it would mess up the order of how it was supposed to be in that dynamic. So
the whole power structure would fall.
Right. If I could legislate my way to a win, the whole thing collapses.
False idols.
Right.
False idols.
Yeah, just veto my shit. Why can't I have an Xbox? Like, I will fucking lay it out and then.
That's
not
funny.
even that, but you know the way, you know.
That brings me to the
No,
another topic.
now you've got the key to every argument.
Right. Oh, yeah. Sure did.
If this is this, then this
Right.
is this.
And that was the other issue. They made me too smart. This is how I'm going to be. I know I'm going to be a father one day. If my kids are stupid, I will accept that because like them being too smart, it becomes difficult because when they're little lawyers, then it's like you start losing those arguments. I don't know if I have.
Then you
nerve.
stop arguing.
That's
when
right.
you don't argue
That's because I
anymore.
said so.
Right.
And you say something,
Right.
just get them to shut the fuck up.
And I know it's got to be embarrassing to lose an argument to a 13-year-old.
No,
so,
facts.
you
You
know.
just want to smack them.
Right.
Just fuck them.
Back
I
to
can
the
throw
animals. I totally respect animals. I live in in New Jersey. I live in a suburban ass area, and I ran cross country in high school. So I would go to the local park and run the trail. Part of the trail is in woods and all that kind of shit, but it's ain't nobody gonna shoot you or nothing like that. So I'm running through this trail, and I see a family of deer, and I'm like thinking to myself, if they start running, what do I do?
Right.
And they started running,
Square up,
and I froze. Like, I didn't hit a juke move. I was all the shit, all the fucking John Wick, James Bond shit that I played in my head. None of that shit happened. I heard their hooves.
Right.
I heard their hooves hitting concrete. That shit was, and I was frozen. And they just ran right by me. And I was just like, yo, I respected nature. I was like, I will run on the outside, on the street where I'm supposed to, where the cars are.
Hey, buddy, not a threat. You know what's funny? I will do that, and after this, I want to get to Southernisms.
Yes.
Because that's what.
Wait, I want to say one more. Killing an animal is tough for me.
Yeah.
I've never shot an animal. I ran over a turtle with a car and heard the shell crush, and I was just fucked up.
Damn.
That's rough. Yeah.
Rough. Yeah.
Traumatized.
It's funny.
Human sight.
Certain animals, I'm this is weird. Certain animals I'm confrontational with. Certain animals I'm like, all right, you got it. And it's backwards from what you would think. Like if there was a coyote, like just around, I'd be like, what's up with you, fool? Like how many of you are there? Like what's good? Am I gonna have to fight? Where can I get a stick? If I see 2 raccoons, I'm like, you got it, bro. I don't want none of this.
For real.
A fucking possum? I don't want none of that, bro.
Yo, 2 raccoons can flank you. You don't want that.
You got paws.
Right.
You got fucking thumbs and shit. You titty twisting.
Oh my god, rabies? Yeah, I don't want no smoke from raccoons.
I don't know. Why is it the small animals we're scared of?
Which animal is worse to get in the house? A bird or a squirrel?
Squirrel. Squirrels get codependent, bro. If it's a baby. My sister had a pet squirrel for a while, bro.
What?
Yeah, she
great.
saved a squirrel from a tree. She gave him some water, gave him a little pillow, whatever. He started kicking it outside the door of like our little hangout spot, like the garage and shit. And so we would open the door, this like fool would just run in. And he just started
Hey, homie!
yeah, he started getting comfortable, bro. My sister's a fucking dumbass. She's like, he's my pet now. Yeah, he's my pet
She
now.
fell for that.
Yeah, bro. And then so he started like climbing on her. She was like a squirrel person for a minute. I swear, dog. And then I tried to be cool with it. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is nature. But I'm like, I'm not touching this motherfucker. It's the little guy. It's the little ones with the hands that creep me out, dog. I don't fuck
They
with
are
them.
a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
Long story short, man started kicking it in the tree again. He started kicking it with wild squirrels, and he was back on the block in like fucking 2 weeks, bro. He didn't fuck with us no more. He stopped coming
They
around.
started talking shit. Why you always with them humans? Don't you squirrel up?
You smell like bitch. Smell like civilized.
Yeah, they would be talking about him like he's an Uncle Tom, but for sports. They would definitely be like, yo, he's out here dancing with them.
He's already helping to keep rails.
Probably holding their nuts.
Right.
Holding the white man's nuts.
Can't get none of my nuts.
Fucking hilarious.
Have you ever seen a bird sorcerer?
What's that?
Birds, like someone who can have a bunch of birds on them?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm so scared. I've seen
Like
that
Snow White.
at North Hollywood Station.
T-pose, right?
Yeah, just like that.
Or I see this guy at North Hollywood Station, and all he is feeding the birds, but the way he does it. He gets maybe 50 to 75 all ready for the food, and then throws it, and they all go for it. And I'm like, yo, is this Alfred Hitchcock over here? How the fuck are you doing this?
He's
This
playing
is
fetch
scary
with
as shit.
pigeons, bro.
That's crazy.
That's how you play fetch with pigeons. Go get the bread. You got more bread?
Yo, pigeons are the animal kingdom's #1 crackheads. Pigeons will break your window to steal a Tic Tac, thinking they can exchange it for real.
I can exchange it?
Yo, like, maybe I can get a little something of it. Like, they'll be doing something like that. Like,
They will break your window for a Tic Tac.
pigeons will like spray out a coat hanger trying to like pick the lock with it.
What's all this chocolate on your face? Motherfucker. You look confused, chocolate.
But yeah,
You
you're talking about growing up in the South earlier.
Yes.
We were off camera. We were talking about Southernisms.
Ooh.
I just want to hear some of your favorite growing up. Like, what are some of the things that like people would say that you would? Because you don't get that out here unless you're in Oakland.
Oh yeah.
That's the only other place you get Southernisms is in Oakland for some reason.
In Northern California.
Yeah.
It's so backwards. It's so crazy. I'll try to look something to see if they. So what I want to do is talk about the ones that are localized just to my family, like ones that my family members have said before. One thing that I think I told Lou this earlier. One thing my grandpa liked to say, because he used to live up in Boston. My maternal grandfather loved to say, "It's colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra," and that's something he just loved to say around his children, around his wife, maybe in church. Or mosque, I don't know. We stopped being.
It doesn't surprise me that he got that saying from Massachusetts. It just sounds that sounds like a Boston shit.
Yeah, they're pretty angry people, and they love to describe.
Oh, it's colder than a polar bear's pussy.
Oh, you're just like your mother, Harold. That's a Bostonian fuck you. You're just like your mother.
Somehow being a cocksucker is a good thing.
Right, exactly. What else? Oh yeah, there'll also be like stories and tall tales and shit. Like I remember my grandma told us a story about how she had a dog that got rabies, but the way she described rabies wasn't like rabies. She described rabies like the virus from The Walking Dead. So she would be like,
he had dead eyes.
Right, literally, yeah. And then
his body.
Right, yeah, his teeth fell out, but he still wanted to bite you. And then he would like jump on your face and bite your nose off, and it would like made him want to eat you up. And it was
that is scary as fuck.
Man, we're like 8 years old.
Yeah, man.
We're 8 years old.
As a kid, I was afraid of rabies.
Right, me too.
Yeah, me too. I think
any animal.
I'm still
like,
afraid of rabies, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I used to feed some raccoons, like a little family of raccoons in my backyard for a while. And one of them turned on me.
Oh my
And I was like,
god.
I'm not getting fucking rabies. Like, y'all gotta get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Y'all gotta dip.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Let's see. Oh god, we got high before this. I gotta try to remember the other Southernisms people used to say. Oh yeah, one Southernism that I heard a different person tell me. This is another comic from Georgia who told me that one thing his grandpa used to say is that it could be raining titties and I still my luck is so bad it could be raining titties and I still catch a dick. And it is just such a classic Southern little
That's
euphemism.
fucking hilarious.
Play on words. It's so
I'd be like, get away from me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm lightning to strike twice.
I don't think it's your luck, bro.
It does sound like a more deliberate act than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny, man. Hell yeah.
Do Latinos have sayings?
We do, but like I can't just think of any off the top of my head.
Oh,
A lot of them are just kind of either like fucked up or like kind of mean. You know?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
just kind of. Well, no, there's like mom sayings like, by the time a kid's thirsty, the mom already got a glass of water and walked around the block, like shit like that, like saying like mom can like sense something in her kid. But also there's just like, por ser pendejo. It's like, there you go, for being stupid. Walking down the stairs, hit your head. I told you, don't be stupid. And that's what you get when you're stupid, bro.
A lot of them are very reflective of the time too, like that. I feel. And
yeah,
also,
they need context.
Right. Yeah. Like some of the reasons say sweating like a whore in church, and now that we're in third wave feminism, that's kind of been phased out because in this day and age, it's not a good look.
So there's like phases. There's phases and waves of feminism.
It affects how people talk. It affects how people talk.
You make a great point. The girls that I know that go to church the most, they be hoes, huh?
Right,
they be getting it in.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
I don't know.
We're very sex positive.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with it according to us.
I'm trying
according to the Bible.
I'm trying to protect 45-year-old Jonathan. That's all I'm doing right now.
Yes. I definitely.
Yeah. For when he runs for
Los Angeles mayor.
HOA council member.
Vote for me. I'll let you leave your cans on the street hella long.
John would lead an HOA.
Yeah, I think so. But I would be chill. Like at least like. Here's the thing.
He'll let people have.
He would change the institution from the inside.
What y'all don't know is
that a big problem with HOAs.
What y'all don't know is that I hate HOAs with every fiber of my being. I hate them so much. I think HOA, if you're in an HOA, you're going to be in hell with the people that work at EA. But you're all going to be roommates down there, and you're going to get like...
But it's okay, because it'll be gated.
Right. Well, at least we don't have to see any Latinos over here. That's how they're going to be reacting. They're going to be like, oh, look at the bright side. But no, I hate HOAs with every fiber of my being. I grew up in a neighborhood that had one. And just the idea that another adult can tell you how high to have your grass. As long as there's no like snakes and shit in there, come on. Like, fucking, like, do you not have a job? Like, what's going on in your life?
It's a little extra.
I'm going to leave this. I want nice grass. Okay. I grew up in a house with nice grass. Nice like lawn fixtures and shit. We had a fountain. I had to take care of a lot of that shit, but once I got in my teen years. But we grew up and we kept our lawn nice. I want the neighborhood's lawns to be nice.
You don't want to just shit on your neighbor like every morning. You're like, ugh, look at his shit.
Some people do.
No, I hate that. I don't know. I had to walk by and look over and that brown ass tumbleweed infested.
Oh, you know what's a big cop out that people do out here in California and Arizona? Is the desert style front lawn. They'll just put like rocks and a couple cactus here and they don't have to fucking water.
I love that because I love when someone achieves a result that they got with so little effort, but they play it as artistic. I love that so much.
We wanted to do like a couple succulents here.
Right.
It's all rocks. How are we supposed to sit?
No, they're stones. They're minerals. They are crystals. They are...
Yeah, they're rocks, but they're pink rocks.
These are sedimentary.
The aligned chakras, I don't know. But yeah, that's the fucking thing. It's just you go in there and you got... I do admire drought-resistant landscaping. I learned about this from my ex. But it was like basically... you can just have like a bunch. I think having like a lot of succulents that look good could be a move.
Or like a little garden, bro. Like you don't have to do fucking nothing crazy, but organize.
Yeah, have something. Don't have rocks and pebbles.
I hate that sound of every time you have to walk into your house. Like, what is this, Lake Havasu, dog? Get the fuck out of here.
What is this, like quarry? Like marble chips on the ground. Like,
there's some retired fucking MS-13 members that are going to be mad at this, dude. From City Valley. They're going to be like, hey, he's talking about your lawn.
I work for this shit. You didn't work for the lawn.
Those fools always have sea-doos in there.
Oh, they always do. And the suit is old as shit. The hull is cracked. And I don't know, like, it's like, why do you still own this? There's so many boats that are like busted in half, like they fought Davy Jones and some shit. And they're sitting in bars. And it's not just out here. It's also in the South too. This is a topic I want to address. How Southerners and Latinos are so similar.
Bro, yes.
Rednecks and Latinos. Let me say this. The rednecks and Latinos are leading the league in adding lawnmower engines to bicycles. I don't know how or why, but they are. It's both regions.
Also in light beer drinking.
Yes. Oh, they love a light beer because it's healthy.
Also in gator boots and belts wearing.
Oh.
Also in silver and gold teeth.
Okay.
Lower trucks.
Okay.
Something crazy on the fucking truck. Something that's not supposed to be on it.
I think I met this guy at Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
But then he's legit.
But he's also in Pacoima, bro.
Right.
Fucking
He's
spare
in Bakersfield.
aluminum and shit, bro.
He's in Bakersfield, like cruising around the mall, like trying to be
Yup.
chick.
Wife beater
You
wearing.
already know. Have you seen this guy in New Jersey, where you're from?
No.
Interesting.
I mean,
what kind of guy is it?
if I do see him, it's probably he's an obscurity.
Okay.
Like the guy who has a boat in my neighborhood. Was that Rich Uncle? I told you.
Yeah.
So you got one already.
But here's the thing. He had a boat, but like when he stopped being my rich uncle, he didn't want to sell his boat. Like when you have a boat, you have to pay to keep it docked.
Mm.
And when he couldn't afford to pay to keep it docked, he just parked it on the side of our house and just ruined the side. That's why I'm so pissed off. He just ruined the side of our house. Like that grass never grew again.
Yeah.
Nothing ever. Now we have rocks there. Now we have rocks there.
Like it's the Southwest, bro. Like it's the Pacific Southwest.
And now he relocated his business. He's thriving again. Took his boat along with him.
Wow.
Now he's just acting like nothing ever happened.
Right.
Phil,
Like,
get
they
some
always do.
AstroTurf, get some sod, get
Put
something.
Creed at least, bro.
They always do. My mom, this is true story. My mom loaned my uncle a vacuum. You would think, how can you fuck up a vacuum loan? How can you mess? How could you? Like, what? How do you damage? But she got the vacuum cleaner back, and the hose had all these holes in it, like an animal had fucking attacked it. It's like, how the fuck did this happen? Did you not have the vacuum indoors? My uncle has never atoned for this. This is still hanging over everyone's head, and it's not even the craziest family secret that is, but that's how it is in my family at least.
Yo, okay. Do you guys have this in your family dynamic as well? There's one person that could literally like just get away with that
Yes.
in the family, but
That has
nobody else
for
can,
years.
or
Yes.
like certain people can't. My uncle got my grandma co-signed a fucking truck for my uncle. This fool fucks up his truck.
Wow.
Guess he's can fix it, has money to fix it, says no, I'm gonna fix it myself. You know, everybody knows how the fuck that goes. So he ends up getting a new truck, and she co-signs for the new truck. And that same week, I'm starting at Crack 'em Up and have to walk up this long ass fucking hill to park for free. You know what I'm talking about? And so I'm walking up to the comic store. I'm like, bro, I need a wheelie backpack, like something with rollers. I find one. I use it. My grandma goes, hey, where you going with that fucking rolly backpack? And I was like, so you get this guy 2 trucks, but I need to borrow a fucking backpack, and I can't use it fucking. That's for the kids. I'm like, they don't use it either. It's in the closet. That's where I found it, bro.
I think that comes from it's either like survivor's remorse or some type of guilt. Because I know I can say this. I might have been that uncle. Like I got away with a lot of stuff because of the dynamic that I had to take care of my grandfather when he died.
Okay.
I had to miss out on a lot of my childhood to help you be an adult. So now it's just like, all right, you can fuck off here. Like, I'll get a pass for that.
Yeah. I feel that. I get that a little bit too. As of lately, my grandma's just been kind of more chill on me, and it's just because my mom's been doing both of us dirty the past couple months. So we got along
You
about
got the
like,
alliance.
yeah, we like both wake up in the morning pissed off about like where we're at in the situation.
Yeah.
You know what she fucking did to me today? First look. You know what I got in the mail? I'm like, yeah, no, fucking crazy. Huh?
There's nothing more fun to hear about than cheese made.
Yeah, hell
Cheese
yeah,
is the
bro.
most fun thing to ever hear about ever.
What is it?
Cheese man. It's like
Gossip
Gossip
in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's the Spanish word for gossip. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't know,
It's
it's
fun.
fun sometimes because Latin women are fucking mean. So like they'll just be talking about some shit, and I'll just be hearing, and I'm just like, God damn, bro! Like y'all are fucking heartless, dude. They'll be like, yeah, he got fucking fired. That's why his wife left him. Like, broke ass. I mean, I'm not gonna be with a broke person. I'm like, oh my god.
Has that ever happened to you?
What?
You ever been targeted by it?
All the time, bro. My mom used to
Oh,
just
no.
sneak diss me on the phone to her
Oh,
friends
no.
all day. Like she just passive. She wants me to hear like that I'm fucking up, but she's not gonna tell me that I'm fucking up. So she'll like be like, yeah, so I gotta deal with kids all day. They don't even fucking make good grades because I even buy shit for them every time they want something, and they don't even bring me home good grades. So I can't go out tonight. And I'm just like, you fucking.
Yo.
Is there something you would like to tell me right now?
Like if you got good grades, it would fix all the problems.
She can go out tonight if I got good grades. Somehow,
That was just my fault.
yeah, I just gotta sit here and be mad tonight, so I can't go out tonight with you guys.
You did this.
Yeah, dude.
This is it does happen. I feel like and I gotta hand it to my mom because she was good about not doing that. But yeah, she still carried a lot of things from when she was younger. Like she grew up Muslim, so it's like she didn't like me bringing pork into the house, and it's like. Okay, like we're not Muslim anymore. Like last year, you were talking with my aunt. You said you were spiritual. So I'm like, how come I can't have this bacon all of a sudden? Like, I'm gonna go back for a turkey bacon? Like, come on.
Yeah. I feel like parents do that. They grow up like whatever religion, and that's what they were taught, and that's what they teach you. But then, like as soon as they get a little bit older,
Yeah.
we graduate from high school. Now all of a sudden they're like Buddhist and shit.
Right.
It's just like, what's going on, man? Like, what you been up to? Who you been talking to? Bro? Like,
For real.
you always felt like this? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. No, and that's really relatable. I mean, and it's so interesting because I feel like your relationship with your mom has so much to do with how I feel like the rest of your life pans out. It's there's ways I didn't even think about how it affected people that as I got older, learn more about like mental health and how stuff from people's childhood affects them. It's like wow, like your relationship with your parents is like really impactful.
Yeah, no, my relationship with my parents has like affected me like monetarily, bro.
Whenever I'm around, someone's like, yeah, I didn't have shit growing up. I'm always sitting next to them like, yeah. Like my parents didn't pay for all the field trips and stuff.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I hate that conversation. I used to hate that. Like I would be hanging out with my friends, and they would pick on me. They'd be like, it looks like you got snacks at your house. I'm
I
like,
hate that shit.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't you want snacks?
For being okay, yeah.
I'm a
Hilarious.
tough guy. I don't enjoy
He's like,
shit.
I never had a real Christmas. I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
It's like, whoa.
I'll get you a gift.
Dude, we always had snacks in my house.
I'm
But
sorry that my mom loved me.
Like, bro, it's okay. You, bro. Golly.
let's go to your house.
Right.
What's going on? No, my mom, we always had snacks in the house, but I feel like
Okay.
she just liked ruining joy a little bit. So we just had like slightly fucked up snacks, like we'd have like Cheerios instead of like Honey Nut Cheerios or like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Or like if I wanted Lunchables, she would just get a pack of bologna or some shit, Well, no, that's fair. But she would just get like odd flavored wasabi, peanuts.
Bro.
And I just like either you have to have a sophisticated palate and you want to have wasabi peanuts, or like go get some.
I
fucking
cure my
Doritos
trauma
and
now
stuff.
that I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Because I remember if my mom bought juice, it was don't drink up all that juice.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with it? So now, if I buy a gallon, I'm drinking that gallon that day. I don't even give a fuck. I go to the store and get another one.
And it's so funny because it's so easy to get sucked into that, and I always have to have that conversation of like, you have food at home, you have food at home,
That's
there's food at
hilarious.
home. You just
That's
bought groceries.
hilarious.
I have to like do that to myself to rein myself back in.
You know what? But I think growing up without like sugary snacks, I don't crave a lot of like sugar.
I'm the same way.
Like I went and got a Slurpee recently, and I got the big one that I used to drink as a kid when I finally got to get a Slurpee, you know. And I drank maybe a quarter of it, and I got a headache. I couldn't do that
You
shit,
need to
man.
get to your second flavor.
Oh, fuck.
Just Coke, man. No cherry. I didn't get the cherry yet, man.
Oh shit! I might need to renew my parking meter.
Oh shit! Actually, I think that's good for today.
Is that good for today?
Yeah.
Hey, that's nice. Fuck yeah.
This was a lot of fun, man.
This was a shit ton of fun, man. I would honestly, I'd love to come back on the
Yeah,
podcast.
of course, bro. And tell everybody like where they can see you, where they can find you.
Absolutely, yeah. So my Instagram, it's gonna be in the title or the description of this podcast. So, right. Exactly. If you're watching this on YouTube or Instagram, look down here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am
Or
at
up here, actually, probably. Most likely.
up there, or like wherever I'm tagged. Tap that on your screen. Yeah, it'll be at Jonathon K. Hollis. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter on that handle, and follow me on TikTok at Jonathon Hollis. You can follow my Instagram page to see my show dates. Got some shows coming up. Check them out. It was really dope being on this podcast. Y'all appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. It's always a good time, man. Thanks for coming out.
Definitely, bro. Appreciate you.
Peace, everybody.
Yeah, I know it was.